So, you know, Arkansas has a new basketball coach now. It's kind of an exciting time because they're playing well. They've lost a couple games recently, but one of the things that stands out when you watch, obviously he's incredible at fundamentals and just coaching close games because he's won so many already. But one of the things that I notice on the defensive end is every single time they close out with one hand high, one hand out, and they keep that hand out. And in the NBA, you hear all the time the ex-players that are commentating the game. They'll say, hands down, man down. Mm-hmm. So if you go watch a high school game or a travel game, you'll almost always see the kids with their hands straight down or the hands out, right, but no hand up, where the kids can pass or shoot without any trouble. Do you teach that to your kids, and how big a deal is it in practice? Because what I notice is that we try to sometimes teach too much complication, and if we had 4 or 5 really basic skills like that we did right, the game might be a lot easier than we think.
Sure, that's a great point, Todd. Closeouts are incredibly important. That's part of the ball defense. It needs to be taught from probably 5th, 6th grade on. I don't know that 3rd and 4th graders are ready for it at that point in time. Right. You can start teaching some small stuff. But when you get up to the point where kids can really shoot the basketball from the perimeter and are strong enough to do that, if you don't go out with a hand up, what I call at least over the basketball. So if you have the ball in your hands right there, you have a hand up over so that it just affects the lift.
Right.
And if you can just affect the lift of the shot.
Or they think it does.
That's right. Or get them to hesitate. Somebody that catches the ball hesitates and then shoots it, they said shooting percentage drops about 20%. Not that they can't make it,
right,
but that it drops about 20%, just to get them to hesitate. And then you want to affect vision. Coach Musselman's a big vision guy. He's explored the European game. In Europe, this it's a technical foul.
Right.
So his thought process was, well, if that's a technical foul, that must be a really good concept. It's not a foul or a technical foul here in the USA, so why don't we use it? So his team is really small, but if you really start watching them, when they're guarding, if they can't affect the ball, they'll affect vision, and their hands will be right there in the face, and you start watching them when they play. And that's them. But yes, high hands are very important. Another thing that we do at Jonesboro is we don't teach this or this. We teach this right here. Most passes come right through your ears or right on top of your head. So we're here, and from here, you can go up really quick, you can go down really quick. But when you're here, you're not going to get that pass.
Right.
And so we call it a boxer stance. And our hands are right here, and they're high, even when guarding the basketball. First dribble, we may have to drop to get some momentum, but after that first dribble, when their eyes come up, our hands come up, because they're starting to look to pass, shoot, etc.
Right.